gentlemen, welcome back to Doc Talk. I'm Dr. MJ. This is my good-looking brother, Dr. AJ.
What's up, bro?
Good to see you, man. This is honestly going to be a fun episode.
I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited to make fun of you as much as I can.
We always talk at the same exact time. And most people think we're twins.
Really?
By the way,
I don't see it.
Random thing. I had a patient. I went to see her, and we're discussing the whole case. And every time I asked her a question, I told you this, Dr. MJ. I told you this. And I'm like, why does she keep saying, you never told me this? She thought it was you the whole interview.
Even when you have hair, too.
Yeah, and then I told her, I'm like, bro, my brother doesn't even have hair. Why would you think I'm him? And the whole time. I don't know why people confuse us so much. Bro, most people think we're twins. They don't know that you're 3 years older than me. So much older.
And wiser.
Yeah.
And better looking.
You're your geriatrician.
I say we allow people to vote. Who's better looking, Dr. AJ or Dr. MJ?
Let's not do that, man.
Yeah, that's fine. And we're not talking about like 5 years ago, because you were better looking 5 years ago.
It's not about that. It's when you're Bad Bunny.
You do look like Bad Bunny. You really do.
Do you like my glasses?
Yeah, Bad Bunny, bad baby.
So today's episode, guys, we're going to talk about ourselves. We're going to talk about where we grew up, things AJ likes. We're not going to talk about what he likes to eat. We're just going to talk about what he likes, activities and fun things, how he was in high school.
Let's not talk about your hair products.
Yes, and my hair products, whatever we want to talk about, we will talk about it.
If you're going to go into that, we're going to start hair products.
No, we're not going to start with, we'll start with simple things, okay?
Okay, fine, simple, fine. You could,
so,
you could ask me a question, I'll ask you a question.
And we can start with this. So, fine. Everybody always asks who's older. So I said this already. AJ's older than me. AJ's 3 years older than me.
Okay, but how old? So do we need to mention our ages?
Yeah, how old are you, AJ?
I'm 38.
I'm 36.
Turning 39 next month, July 17th.
Yeah, happy birthday, everybody. Go wish AJ a happy birthday.
July 17th.
Be nice. And by the way, guys, we have so many family members, so many friends, so many patients that are like, love us so much. But we want you guys to be a little bit more engaged in this. We spend a lot of time. We have a big team doing this. Shoot us a comment, a like, subscribe to our YouTube. Yep. On Facebook, we're almost at 500 followers.
Yep.
Get us to that 500 mark. Get us to 500 on Instagram.
Definitely.
Help us out. We know who's supporting us, and trust me, we appreciate every single one of you guys. But just a little bit more involvement would be awesome.
Yeah, good, because I would like to get ideas of what they like.
We keep saying, like, give us ideas what you want, but they're not commenting. They're calling me and telling me this idea. I want people to see these things. And
definitely.
This is the only way we can grow and continue to do this. So if you guys love it, please do that.
Perfect.
Anyways,
where were you born?
Okay. I was born in Chicago, Illinois.
Okay. And what's your favorite sport?
Basketball. Always.
Always? What's your favorite basketball team?
Chicago Bulls, baby.
Are you a Jordan fan or a LeBron fan?
Jordan fan.
Really?
No. Nobody likes LeBron.
I know. Yeah, he's not. I'm
he's
not
just
really
weird.
A big fan.
Yeah. But I mean, he's good, but he's not. He's not.
He's not Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so born and raised out of Chicago. Let's talk a little bit about. You know what I want to talk about is mom and dad, because we haven't really mentioned mom and dad in a while. So my mom is, she's at home. She's a mother who's always been taking care of us. She's probably
great cook.
Best cook ever.
Great cook.
I'm sure everybody says that about
She's
their mom.
Very loving too.
She is,
but she's like extra loving. Like
a little
not
too
that
much.
it's a bad thing, but she's
overprotective. She's
that's why she calls you
jealous.
By the way, guys, just to know,
don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! I'll kill you.
She calls AJ teddy bear.
I hate you so much.
And she says that everywhere.
I'm not even gonna mention what she calls you because it's not fair.
Yeah.
She calls you her sexy guy.
Yeah, she calls me.
How are you sexy? And I'm
she calls me sexy guy. She calls you teddy bear.
Oh God.
And anytime she goes to a grocery store or CVS, there's always a huge line behind her because she's showing our pictures to every single person.
Pictures to everybody. Anybody on the cash register, she's sitting there with her wallet.
That's why we don't take her to the office.
I can't.
Because she'll be hanging out with the patients all day, and we won't let us work.
I know, but she's the best mom in the world. She really is.
Dad's a nuclear engineer.
Yep, he is. He's a procurement engineer.
He always wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think we went into that field. I don't think people know we have like 15 cousins.
But you know what? I always ask my dad that. Why didn't you go into medicine? He's like, honestly, for some reason, that generation where he was at, all of his friends were going into engineering. And that was kind of the thing because of technology and advancements. He's like, engineering was the thing. And I still think engineering is a great field.
It is.
It's a fantastic field. But he's pretty good at what he does.
Most people want their kids lawyers, engineers, doctors.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what everybody wants their kids.
But we also have family members like Anwar Jibawi. He has 10 million followers on Instagram. He's huge. He was actually going pre-med.
Yeah.
Him and Hannah Stocking, who's one of my good friends, was both going into pre-med and switched over into social media. They're doing great.
They're doing fantastic. But they're great at what they do. I mean, they're hilarious. They're great comedians, and I love their work, honestly. I'm
and
one
you know
of
what
their
it
biggest
is?
fans.
I think just going into pre-med kind of made their core. They're hardworking. They study. They put every effort into their work.
Yep.
And it gave them that good work ethic, which helped them out in growing their business.
Yeah, I agree. So shout out to Anwar and shout out to Hannah. And we're big supporters as always. So we'll go back to mom. We finished. We talk about mom.
Well, you were talking about me first, like as growing. So we talked
why
about.
does it always
Where did
has
you go
to
to
be
high
about
school?
you?
Hey,
Where
didn't you
it
go to
always
5
has to
different
be
high
about-
schools?
I went to 4 different high schools. I think I can name
No,
them.
5.
Was it 5?
5.
St. Patrick's High School.
In Toronto, Canada.
Chicago.
You were in Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, but then I went to Steinmetz right afterwards, and then we moved to Canada.
Yep.
I went to Pine Ridge Secondary School, which is in Pickering, Ontario. Then we came back to Oswego. So it was 4. It was 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah. Then we came back to Oswego High School afterwards, and I graduated from Oswego.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a.
But you originally didn't go in medicine though. You went into computer engineering.
I actually started. Yeah,
I remember you were the computer guy.
Initially, it was.
You were the computer.
It was
nerd.
computer networking, and I didn't really like it that much, to be honest with you. And I actually had a job at Crate and Barrel. I did an internship at Crate and Barrel, and then they fired me because I was using my phone. I had the old Nokia phone.
Yeah, the one that pops up.
Yeah, and it was like, and they came, they literally fired me, told me to grab my stuff and fired me. And then as soon as they fired me, I went
into medicine.
I was like, you know what, I'm changing my major.
I feel like there's always a reason why things happen, and
Yeah, I agree.
that's what happened with me.
Yeah.
we were sitting at a table.
Yeah.
15 doctors. That was the only one. The
Yeah.
guy came up to the table and was like, "Wow, a table of all doctors and a janitor."
Oh my
And I was like, "What do you
God.
mean janitor?" He's like, "You're never gonna be a doctor," and that really hurt my feelings. And
So
honestly,
you're
that
like-
was like my most motivational thing to become
Yeah,
a doctor.
yeah. And
Is
that
when people
motivated you.
doubt you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Really,
It pushes you. It pushes you. It's
If
okay,
you have
man.
a
Haters
dream
is
of
what
becoming-
keeps us going.
yeah, if you have a dream of becoming a doctor, don't let anybody stop you
Yeah.
from becoming a
100%.
doctor.
And we got your back.
We got
you
your
can always
back.
contact us, ask us questions. We'll be more than happy.
And
to help
even
you.
and we were going to talk about that, like even like med students, people in residency. If you guys have questions and you want to help, we can do an episode.
We'll definitely do an
on,
episode.
on applying to residency and all of that stuff.
And we can talk
do that.
about match your resident
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely. That'd be great.
Our cousin Zach Musa, he's fantastic. He's helped out so many students. So
Yeah, we should
that's
definitely
something
do an
we
episode on that.
But you know what I wanted to get into was
sorry,
I've
we're
always
going
wanted
back
to
and
ask
forth
you.
on
I've
so
always
many
wanted to
things.
ask you is when you were in college.
Yeah.
What job did you have? Because I know you were a hustler.
Yeah. Well, I had a couple jobs. One, I delivered pizza at Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Okay.
Yeah, I was a security guard. I don't know how I was a security guard.
We were.
I was
What
like,
was his
I was
name?
like 130 pounds.
I know. What was
Scott?
it? Was it Scott? It was
Yeah,
Scott. We
yeah.
worked with Scott.
Me and AJ were both security guards. we
had
thought we were
bulletproof
cops.
vests
We had
on.
bulletproof vests.
Oh God, I thought
I had
it
a
was a cop.
taser.
Oh, it was so much fun.
And I was like 120 pounds. Like when I would walk into the place as a security guard, they would literally laugh at me like that anorexic guy is a security
You
guard.
were so skinny, dude. You were
And then
so
we
skinny.
sold clothing.
Oh, dude,
we literally
we
you know,
hustled. We hustled.
when I was 8, 9 years old, I would buy a cart with clothing and I would go into the neighborhood and sell clothing and make so
it
much
makes
money.
sense. It made sense because you
We've
make
been
so
working
much
such a-
money on a Saturday and Sunday compared to working at McDonald's or Pizza Hut for a whole weekend for a $200 check.
I really,
know?
I feel like staying busy as a kid like really makes a difference in your life because if
Yeah.
you have too much time, that's when you get in trouble.
Yeah.
We never had time to get in
Yeah,
trouble.
I
We
agree.
were
I agree.
always
We were
doing
busy.
sports. We were working. We were doing so many things. We
But
never had time.
We had good support. I mean, my dad constantly supported us and kind of, hey, you guys do whatever you got to do, and if you need help, just let me know. You know.
Yeah.
So that was good. So we talked about dad. We talked about mom.
We got a lot of cousins. Oh my God, we can't even get into it. And by the way, guys,
Do I ask? Do I
we have
dare?
1,000 cousins. We need you guys again. I don't want to keep saying this. Show us some love.
Yeah,
guys.
where the hell are our cousins, bro? My
Yeah.
cousins, is not, you got to show up. Show up. Okay, let me ask you a question. Who's your favorite uncle?
Oh, that's Uncle Jay, man.
Uncle Jay, bro. Uncle Jay's
Uncle
our favorite
Jay's
uncle.
my favorite person ever.
I love Uncle Jay. He is our favorite uncle for sure.
Who's your I forgot I was gonna ask you.
I gotta ask
Totally
you.
forgot.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
I don't
okay.
know.
That's fine.
Your
Okay, ask you-
looks like made me lose it. Like I had amnesia.
I know.
For a
I'm
second.
not. I'm too good looking, bro. I get it.
Where do you get your
Okay.
good looks from, mom or dad?
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
Really, a combination of both.
Mom thought I was adopted for a while.
We all thought you were adopted for a while. You were-
Like for a while, like
Yeah.
like it was so funny because I looked so different than everybody.
yeah,
when
because
I was a
you're the
kid.
darkest child for sure. You look
Yeah,
at it
I
like
was the
our
black sheep.
sisters.
Every-
We're all light
everybody-
skinned, and you're like the darkest. So, okay,
I never
have to be
forget.
adopted.
Every Saturday morning, AJ would wake up and he would help my mom clean, mop, and do all this stuff.
You
And
had the messiest
I was the
room.
worst.
Your room was a disaster.
I drove my mom
Well, I'm slightly
crazy.
obsessive compulsive.
Yeah, you were very
You didn't
clean.
care. You were just like, whatever. It is what it is. And I was kind of like,
I was
well,
a
it has to be
normal
color
guy.
coded.
I was a normal
Yeah,
guy,
yeah, you were.
and you were.
You were not normal.
You're our
Let's
mama's
not talk
boy. That's
about
why
high
she
school.
called you a
want
teddy
to talk about
bear.
high school?
Let's talk about your high school career and we'll talk about my high school
I don't want
career.
to talk about my
Let's
high
not
school.
even
No,
talk
I
about
asked
high
you the
school.
question. I asked you the question.
Let me ask you this. Let's go back to going back to medicine. What made you get into medicine? What,
Okay, so you don't want to talk about high school.
don't wanna talk about high
Okay,
school.
fine. Is that another episode?
Another episode,
Oh, okay.
and if they want to know, they'll find out later.
No. If they want to know, they need to comment.
Yeah, if you guys
Deal?
want to know,
Yeah,
my
they
friends
need to
from high
comment.
school, they'll tell
Fine,
you themselves.
okay, fine.
But tell me, what made you get into medicine?
Initially, I always had good grades in high school and in college.
Yeah, you
but
did.
but I went into computer networking because I was just amazed by the technology and computers and software.
And back then it was just booming.
Yeah, I loved
you know?
I loved coding. I loved software. But I told you, remember I got that internship at Crate and Barrel, and I got fired for using my phone, and I was kind of devastated. It was my first real internship. I was excited, and I actually loved my job, but they were just so strict, and they fired me, and I was like, you know what? I want to be my own boss.
Yeah,
I want to be my own
There's
boss.
nothing more beautiful than doing a job that you love.
Yeah,
and that's what I noticed. That like,
but I've always loved medicine. But the problem is that I never thought I would be good enough, or I never thought that I'd be able to actually do it. But that kind of stamped it on me. It really is. But that kind of made me feel like, you know what? You can do this, AJ. You know what? Because if you're going to be doing this an internship and job to job, people are going to tell you what to do. I said, you know what? I'm going to go into medicine. I want to be my own boss, and I want to work for a great company, and I want to, so.
And I remember, and when you got into medicine and then started residency, had to learn a different language, learn Spanish.
Yeah, because I did my residency in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, and so that was pretty cool. I felt like when we first arrived there, I remember like you didn't even know how to like ask for directions.
Well, I barely spoke 5 words in Spanish.
And you did a whole residency in Spanish.
Yeah, I was reading Spanish books. I was watching Spanish shows just to learn Spanish. And can you imagine being a first-year intern and you have to present an ER case to one of the attending physicians that does not speak any English?
Yeah, that was
But you got to
tough.
present it in Spanish. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's pissed at me because he has no idea what the hell I'm saying. It was hard, but you know what? I actually loved it because I have a lot of Spanish-speaking patients who appreciate it.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
All my patients that are like Spanish-speaking, they love you. And it makes it so much easier because people need to understand, like, there's a difference between conversational Spanish and medical Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, like being able to say medical words in Spanish, it's a big difference.
For
you
sure.
know?
But what about you, bro? Getting into a great program at LSU Washington. That's one of the top programs in the country.
Yeah, I love LSU. I love my people, and it's nice, man. I'm very proud of what we become.
Yeah. Are you a Tiger fan?
I'm a big Tiger fan.
I know
man.
you are. I know you are.
Mitch won't like that so much.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I'm a big Tiger fan. I just want to say, man, I'm proud of you.
Thanks,
I'm
bro.
proud
Me
of
too,
all
man.
your accomplishments. I'm proud of who you become.
Thanks, man.
And I
Appreciate it.
think us, coming together, moving to Tampa, and starting to work with Dr. Singh, who's been kind of like a great role model for both of us.
I agree.
And helping us grow and molding us into becoming this, great doctors that want to help, that want to create this big, beautiful system to help every patient.
It's all about patient care.
Yeah.
All we want is to make patients happy and healthy. That's our main goal, is to make sure that they're taken care of and all their needs are met. And that's what I love about this company, is because patient is priority. Patient is first.
What's your favorite thing about your patients?
Honestly, my favorite thing personally is just I love being a family doctor because I get to relate to them on a different level. Compared to a lot of specialists who just relate to them on just certain issues,
one
neurological,
organ,
one organ, whatever it is. For me, I know everything about them. I know about their kids. I know about the graduation they went to or the wedding that they went to for their son, their grandchildren. It's, to me, I love to ask them about how that event was. And I feel like I just like to be on a personal level with my patients, because if you have a good connection with your doctor, that's the best kind of medicine initially, because you get to treat the patient very well. So that's the personal
and
connection
loving the power of being a doctor.
It comes with its perks. Absolutely. It really does.
It's a great, I was on a plane
It's the
one
respect.
time, and a patient passed out, and everyone in the plane freaked out. Everyone's hovering over them. Oh my God, he's gonna die. Just freaking out. We need a doctor. You know,
yeah, exactly.
That feeling of needing a doctor, and for me to be able to bring that patient back to that's a phenomenal feeling.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing like it. That's what I love about medicine. I love making people better.
Yeah, and can you imagine seeing a patient that's really ill in the hospital, and a couple of days later they're doing fantastic and they're smiling and they're looking at you and
that's
say,
the
"Thank you,
best
doctor,
feeling.
for saving my life." That is the best feeling in the world. That's the most rewarding and rewarding.
That's why I was
would
telling,
say.
if you're going into medicine for money, you're going into the wrong field.
Yeah, you can make money in
You can
any
make money
other
in any
anything.
field.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Do it because you love to help.
You love
people.
to help, and that's what
and
we love
be
to do.
unique.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I'll tell you, when you go into an interview and you say, "I wanted to be a doctor since I was 2,"
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
I don't think
Everybody
so.
says that.
Yeah.
You have to have something special,
You
something
gotta
unique.
love it. You
Like
gotta
you
love
said,
it.
you got fired from your job, and then you loved medicine, and you didn't believe you can do it, and that made you switch.
Yeah,
For me, the
absolutely.
guy thought I was going to be a janitor. You know, I would have been a great janitor, but that's not the field I went into. And I became a doctor. And I have nothing against janitors. You do what you love and what you can to feed your family too.
yeah.
But let's talk about family. How many kids you got?
I got 3 daughters.
Beautiful girls.
17, 12, and 7.
You have a 17-year-old?
I have a 17-year-old. She is a senior in high school.
I act like you have a I know you have a 17-year-old,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
just saying
I
that
know.
the people are going to react.
yeah. Well, it'd be nice if you visited them more often.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was just
I'm
with them
joking,
yesterday.
I'm joking. You're literally the best uncle in the world.
Okay, thank you.
I can't argue that. You are the best uncle.
They're my girls. I don't have kids. They're my
wife,
kids.
Nancy, is the best mother, the best wife in the world. I mean, I can't give her more props than she's just fantastic.
None of this would be possible without Nancy and Amina, my wife.
And Nuna, yeah, and Nuna, you're blessed with Nuna as well. She's just amazing. So I think that we're truly blessed with our families, our sisters, Tito, and
Jamila.
Gigi. Gigi just left.
Yeah,
she came to visit us with our nieces and nephews. So we love it.
We have everything that we're establishing in Tampa is beautiful, and I think just being able to connect in the community, and that's another thing, guys, that we want to do. We want to do things in the community, do things with you guys, maybe set up an event, do like a live doc talk.
We could do a live doc talk.
Again, if you guys are not commenting, you guys not involved, we're not gonna know where to do these things. Yeah. So let us know where
we are getting. We are getting engagement in the podcast a lot, but I feel like I'd like to get a lot more recommendations from what our viewers and our followers want us to do. That's it. Just a simple comment, write it down or type it out, and we'll be more than happy to.
And we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways in the future too. We are. The people that are involved, we know who you are. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways, and we're just so excited to grow this. Thank you for always being there for me, and I love you, bro.
Love you too, brother.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. It was a great episode. I'm happy. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.